Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hammerdown official YouTube channel. And I am here with a double Nick combo card from the Hot One 2. How are we, guys?
Great, thanks, mate.
Yes, hello.
Thank you very much for giving me some of your time this evening. How have you been? What's going on in your world?
Yeah, really well, thanks. Just I feel we've got a bit of a heat wave coming up, so kind of excited for that.
I
And
hope so. I hope so. I mean, I think the weather's going to be horrendous for all the downloaders, obviously, as always.
yeah,
But
Classic download, really, isn't it?
yeah, I've done six of them, and it's always. I think I've had two that were like sort of, tolerable.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, we've done a couple. We've done some downloads. But yeah, no, I'm good. I'm all good.
Good, 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 good. So, this is your first time playing Hammerdown Festival. Have you been to Brighton before? Have you played in our great city down here?
Do you know what? We've visited many times, but I'm not sure we've actually played down in Brighton, have we?
No, did we not do? Is Thekla the one on the boat?
That's
That
Bristol.
was Bristol, great venue,
Bristol.
though. Really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
So no, I don't think we've done Brighton. If
But no,
that's
it'd be our first time. Really,
Wow.
really great city, and looking forward to getting down there. Great music.
Where might be the closest? Have you ever done like Hastings or Worthing or
We've done Hastings, yeah.
Hastings? Okay,
Yeah.
that's also a great town. Nice. Okay. So guys, I want to jump a little bit into the album. So Superbia, it's a fantastic, real proper rock and roll record. I think it's brilliant. My first question for you guys: do you feel like you fit into that new wave of classic rock surge that's happened over the last sort of 10 or so years? Where would you position yourself? And double barrel question: what are your influences that have given you the sound that you have?
Well, I mean, looking at the new wave of classic rock, there's definitely a really good sort of movement that's happened online with that. I think that's been a good place for a lot of bands to sort of find new fans and find their feet as well within the industry. And yeah, it's definitely been really, really helpful for us coming through.
Hmm.
Yeah, we did really well in it. They voted Superbia right up there for it was the voters or fans poll of the year. We're really fortunate to have
Wow.
been I don't know if we won that. We were really
Yeah, I
up
think we
there.
did. That was
Yeah,
2023, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah. So
The year
and
the
that
record
was
came out. Yeah, yeah, sure.
yeah. So we're really thankful for that. That was a big deal for us. So I mean, in that respect, it's helped. It's really great. You see bands posting there all the time, and I think it's a good platform to pick up new music if that's what you're into, and what you want to find. So yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think you get these kind of movements every 10 or 15 years, whether you look at Britpop or New Wave of British Heavy Metal or whatever it might be, that just like a whole host of bands get lumped into, some of which do or don't fit, and that it just sort of carries a load of bands, to a whole new fan base and a whole new movement. So who's inspired you in your sound?
Oh, I think everyone in the band would probably sell you something different. I think
That's
having
good.
said that, Manners and I probably grew up on similar music, classic rock that our dads predominantly played us. I grew up on mainly Sabbath and Led Zeppelin were two of my dad's favourites. But
Yeah,
uh,
I was kind of Guns N' Roses and Bon Jovi and Status Quo, but yeah, similar
No,
similar similar kind of vibes.
very
yeah, I mean, these days I listen to a lot more heavier stuff, which I think is
okay.
where kind of we get our. I mean, there's a lot of classic rock inspiration in ours, but there's some pretty heavy riffs just poking in there
Definitely. Yeah, yeah,
here
yeah.
and there. So,
No.
and then yeah, I suppose if you speak to Simon, Simon's a massive Freddie Mercury Queen fan, and Joe's probably got the most eclectic taste out of all of us, I'd say.
Yeah.
He will
What's
listen
so
to.
eclectic about what is he like then?
Goes for like Thrice, doesn't he? Big fan of Thrice.
Yeah.
I think you wouldn't be upset if I said he likes his country because I think he really is into his country music at the minute.
Yeah, he
I'm
is. Yeah.
very into country at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, big time
Yeah.
actually.
It's
Interesting.
really coming over from the States, and you got a country show down in London now, which we've got a few friends that go to, and they really like it. But yeah, that is cool. Not
Yeah,
not my
there's a
not my vibe, but yeah, I like it.
yeah, there's a sort of whimsical, like chilled out, simple life vibe, and I think in the hustle and bustle of modern day Britain, we all sort of long for that a little bit. I think the deep
Yeah,
south life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
so your album cover is, I think, one of the coolest album covers I've seen in flipping ages. Who did your record cover? And is that somebody who's worked with for all of your covers?
Cheers, man. Yeah, so we work with a guy called Freddie Mackey from he's up in Manchester, and he
Yeah.
does it's 993 art and illustration.
What was the inspiration? Why tell us about it?
Yeah, we so Superbia is based off of the Seven Deadly Sins,
Mhm.
and we approached Freddie with the idea. We released 6 singles and had 6 of those sins attached to the singles.
Yeah, okay.
And then the album was kind of Superbia, which is Latin for pride. And he really took that and ran with it and created some incredible kind of stained glass-esque designs around the 7 deadly sins. He did a ton of research into, you know, what prints was it, you know, what's attributed to them. And that kind of comes through from all the album. If you kind of we did an LP, and the detail in all of them are amazing. And there's like 6 singles, 6 different pictures, 6 different covers, and then the album cover kind of just ties it all together. We loved it when he came up with it.
He did such a good job, and there's still stuff that when I look at them, I see something new that I've not seen before. He's gone into incredible amounts of
cool.
detail.
Yeah, that's really cool.
He did on our if you go back probably far enough through our pages or his pages on social media, he's kind of posted there and given a good sort of summary of all the little details in there, which is really interesting read.
Yeah, but
he's really thought about everything, and he's just a great guy to work with. So
excellent. Okay, so Superbia was 2023.
Yeah,
it is now 2025, and so the question must come: what is next? When might we hear some new tunes? What's going on behind the scenes at the moment?
Soon, very soon, actually. Yeah, we're just wrapping up recording of album number 2.
Wow.
Which is really exciting, yeah. And we're actually using Freddie again, or working with Freddie for the design for that as well. We've had a couple of drafts through, and it's looking really good. Really pleased with the music. There's a bit of classic Hot 1-2 in there. I think it's probably a little bit more varied than what we've done in the past. We're kind of trying to spread our wings a little bit.
Well, I was going to ask, where does it take you? How similar is it to the previous? Like, is it a continuation on from what you've done before, or is there some new stuff in there? I mean, you've kind of half answered that. Where might you take it?
Yeah, it's not too different. And we're sticking with the 7 Deadly Sins theme that we did on the last one.
Okay.
And we're going to carry on, and we're going to look at the heavenly virtues in this one. So it's kind of the other side of the coin. A little bit conceptual, I suppose.
That's wicked. Yeah.
In terms of music, like I say, there's going to be a lot of stuff that fans are used to, and stuff that they like, hopefully. As well as there's we had
a couple of curveballs in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm excited to hear that. That's cool. So, look, it's pretty clear to me you guys are a very good festival band. You get picked up by a lot of good festivals, and I want to ask you, what's been your favourite so far? I mean, would it be Stone Dead? I mean, that obviously looks pretty mega.
That was an amazing experience. Absolutely, yeah, it was, because it's so huge. It's a really well run festival.
Yeah.
Obviously Saxon were headlining, which was amazing, and KK's Priest. So, that was certainly up there. We play a lot of good festivals, a lot of really good festivals. I know it's quite wild that happened. Was it last weekend or the weekend before?
That's a good festival. Yeah.
That was a great one. We're going for the first time to Love Rocks next weekend, which we're looking forward to. We're back at SOS Festival in Manchester, in Oldham, and we played that before a couple of years ago, so that'll be really nice to get back there. Standout ones are also at Firevolt as well.
Manchester, yeah.
We've played that twice. Stretton Bev are really great, and we really enjoy going up there. And we really enjoy kind of going to the festivals. Sometimes the partners come, we can make a long weekend of it, and that makes it really special then.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
we've done Mayor's Fest is always a good one in Wolverhampton. We've been at KK's a couple of times with them. So yeah, we've been really fortunate.
Yeah, definitely. Fantastic. Okay, so I've got one last question. It's a very, very serious question, gentlemen. We've been asking everybody if you were to build a festival around the Hot 1-2, I want you to give me the 6 bands that you would want to play with on a stage for the ultimate festival bill.
Oh gosh. Oh damn.
And I'm taking notes, gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to come out and say Heat first.
You're actually the second person to say Heat.
Yeah.
I saw Heat in January in London, and they were phenomenal. My ears were ringing for about a week afterwards, though, so it's a good show.
I can give you another one because I'd just say Guns N' Roses, but like Appetite for Destruction, but Guns N' Roses, that'd be
nice.
I think for me, Florence Black, they really caught me with their first sort of like full-length album. I know they've done some EPs and stuff before, but that album just blew me away, and the follow-up album's brilliant as well. We saw them perform last year at 5 and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I guess staying on kind of the similar circuit train, I'd probably put South of Salem. They always put on an excellent show.
Yeah.
We had them last year at Hammerdown. Yeah. They were main supports on the Sunday, I think. They're fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah. Really impressed. Really impressed. So what's that? 4?
That's 4, yeah.
Well, we've got 2 left. Go for a legacy band.
A legacy band, yeah. Maybe Motley Crue, just because it's a party, I think.
Maybe like an 80s Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, should we throw one in for Simon and say Queen?
Yeah, Queen.
There you go, yeah. Always put on a good show.
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're all right, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. They did some songs.
That's a pretty stacked lineup.
That's a stacked lineup. Motley Crue, Heat, GNR, Florence Black, South of Salem, and Queen.
Nice. Yeah, I'd watch that.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Really, really appreciate it. Very, very excited to finally get to see you guys live on the 19th of July. We'll see you there, guys. Thank you very much.
All right.
Looking forward to it. Cheers, mate.
Hey, guys. Bye-bye.